Hey, yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Derek Branch here of Saint Discussions on Strike Seven Sports. And today I just want to talk about, you know, the expectations of the 2023 version of the New Orleans Saints in regards to the team being, just a playoff contender, or do they, or should we, you know, view them as something more than that? View them as a Super Bowl team, a Super Bowl contender team in the NFC. You know what I'm saying? Are we at that level yet? Is that the expectations we should have for this team? Based on everything that they've done so far in the offseason. In regards to how the roster has been built, the chemistry that has been developed between Michael Thomas, Derek Carr, Jamal Williams coming in. Look like he's going to be a strong voice for that team in the locker room. The possibility of bringing back Cam Jordan on a new deal. Brian Brzee, the defensive tackle that they drafted with their first round pick. Chris Olave going to his second year. Looking at everybody has high expectations of him, along with Rashid Shaheed, who has been being built as a player to watch out for, a sleeper player, a player that can have a breakout season with his team. With Michael, especially if you have Michael Thomas back on the field healthy. We know about Alvin Kamara's situation with him, in regards to him being suspended, but he's gonna come back fresh. And no wear and tear on his body. So that'd be another weapon that you have with this football team. Kendry Miller, the young running back out there. Or is this team what we think it is? Should we have these expectations for them this season, similar to we had them last year and year before that? And that was the year when after Drew Brees retired, and people had high expectations. Then the year after that, when Jameis took over, got the job back from the injury, we really had high expectations because they had signed Teron Matthew, they signed Jarvis Landry, and so forth. Should we have those type of expectations for this team? You know, I think that's some fair questions. You know what I'm saying? And you know, this schedule. I'm gonna just go ahead and pull up the schedule real quick. The schedule is being built as one of the E's in the NFL, in the National Football League, for this season. You know what I'm saying? But could this be a deceiver? You know what I'm saying? That the schedule is so easy that we really don't know what this team is about. And once it comes to the playoffs, yeah, that's if they get that far. Now I don't think people have said they see 12 wins on the schedule. They see 13 wins on the schedule. To me, right now, man, I'm not putting out my season predictions or anything like that, but just put out a little snippet for right now, a little teaser. I think this is an 11 win team right now, man. 11 win team based on this schedule, man. I don't think the Saints gonna come out here guns blazing 2009, 2011, 2018, and just throttle everybody on the schedule just because of the type of teams the type of teams they're playing. But I do believe there's gonna be a point where the Saints do look really good, and then they have that one stinker that puts them behind the eight ball. Maybe we they haven't had. I mean, this is the most confident I've felt about the quarterback position in a long time. Yeah, I just do with Derek Carr. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, what happened with Jameis with the injury and all that, man. But you know, Carr looked like he is the guy, man. Like he is locked in with his teammates. They've developed chemistry. They're like he's ready. He look like he's ready to go, just based on the optics. You know what I'm saying? But I think, to me, man, right now, I won't put this. I won't put it past the Saints to be more than just a playoff team. I wouldn't, and that's because just based on what I saw last year. I know they lost 10 games last year, but like I've said in the past, look at the scores of those games. The only game on that schedule, from what I recall, that got out of hand was the game against Arizona, where they had the momentum in that game, so you don't do those interceptions. But other than that, those games, a lot of those games that they lost were close. They hung with San Francisco. They beat Philadelphia, even though Philadelphia didn't have a Jalen Hurts. They didn't have Jalen Hurts, but still, that the quarterback they played against, Gardner Minshew, I believe he had like a 400-yard game the week prior against Dallas, almost won, but eventually, falling short. But you know what I'm saying. So the Saints have shown that they can hang with the best, man. They have shown to hang with the best. So it's not out of the realm a possibility of calling this team more than just a playoff contender or a wild card team. I think they can be more into that. You know what I'm saying? Because the nucleus is there, man. The nucleus is there. They just got to put it together on the field, man. They have cohesion. They're working together. All that stuff. They have all the ingredients, man, to be a really special football team. It's just gonna be up to Dennis Allen, the head coach, the coaching staff, to get these guys to stay focused every week, man. Every week. You know what I'm saying? And not to let off, not to get into a game where you lose it and that home for that, the possibility of you having that home field advantage is gone. Or that second playoff seed is gone. You know what I'm saying? And even though you don't get the first round bye with that second playoff seed, you still get the opportunity to host back-to-back playoff games and possibly the NFC Championship game if the number one seed loses their matchup. So I wouldn't tell people that have these high hopes for the team to temper their expectations because the Saints could very well be the third best team in this in the NFC. The third best. Because right now, I mean, would you put Dallas over the Saints as being the third best team in the NFC? You know what I'm saying? Dallas, Minnesota, Detroit, the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Or I mean, right now I think the two best teams in the NFC right now are the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. You know, just based on everything we have seen, especially the Eagles. Man, the Eagles has got really better soon, real fast. They've gotten better. You know what I'm saying? So, um, that argument is there that they can be more than a playoff team. They can be Super Bowl contenders. They can host multiple playoff games. And this ain't me sounding like a homer, man. This ain't me trying to sound biased or anything like that, man. I'm just calling like I see it. And this schedule, man, it just sets up nicely. You know what I'm saying? But right now, the Saints, if they go to the playoffs this year, chances are high that they'll either face San Francisco or Philadelphia in either that first round or that second round of the playoffs. They will come across one of those teams. And maybe that could be an argument that Detroit could be the third best team in the NFC. Detroit, Dallas, the Saints, Minnesota. That's the argument. The argument is there. You know. So we'll see how it play out, man. But training camp, is next end of next month. They're still, they've mini camp concluded not too long ago. So we'll see how it play out, man. We'll hopefully, man, this will be a less stressful training camp. Nothing serious come about. Nobody gets in trouble. no serious injuries come about. You know what I'm saying, to key personnel, and they could just get ready for the upcoming season, man. Because health is going to be the key. Health is going to be the key for this team to stay, for the core of this team to stay intact, lock in, and compete for a championship this season. So we'll see. All right, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. Do you think the Saints are more than just a playoff team this year? Do you have expectations of them being a Super Bowl, being recognized as a Super Bowl contender team this year, or you prefer to take the wait and see route and see how everything shakes out on the football field? Also, check out saintdiscussions.com for latest content on the New Orleans Saints organization. Have a blessed night. Peace. I'm out. Who that?